1 year ago today, would you have believed me if I told you we would be living in the midst of a global pandemic? Yeah, me neither. But here we are, and many people are doing all they can to find a fix. One fix, some may have suggested, is the drug hydroxychloroquine. In this speech, I will be explaining why this drug should not be used to combat the COVID-19 virus. We are all being greatly affected by this pandemic in all aspects of daily life. Some are feeling the effects more than others, and it is tempting to do whatever it takes in life or death situations, but this drug is not worth the risk. There are three main reasons as to why this drug should not be used to combat COVID-19. 1. Hydroxychloroquine already has known uses for lupus patients and is taking the supply from those individuals who need it to stay alive. 2. There is no data to suggest that it helps. And 3. The side effects are gravely dangerous, so much so it could kill you. Stated in a press conference, President Donald Trump and some other individuals have strongly been advocating for the trial and treating of coronavirus with the drug hydroxychloroquine. Rather than searching for a more reasonable and effective solution, this advocating of the drug has depleted the supply from patients who actually have a known use for it. Lupus patients use this drug to keep themselves alive every single day. The Lupus Organization website, last updated in October of 2016, states that 1.5 million Americans and at least 5 million people worldwide have some form of lupus. Many patients have reported how the drug, some that have been using it for over 10 years, is how almost completely unacceptable. Michelle Petrie, a rheumatologist at Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, explains how systemic lupus patients cannot ration their drug, as it would lead to complications and loss of efficacy. Not only does the use of this drug take it away from those who have known uses, but there is also no data to suggest that it even helps. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the leading infectious disease expert advising the White House's coronavirus task force, when responding to the claims made about this drug, downplayed the findings as anecdotal. This is reinforcing how the evidence was not based off a randomized clinical trial, so not necessarily valid. Lastly, hydroxychloroquine has been proven to have serious, sometimes deadly side effects. Cardiologist Dr. Jonathan Rayner, speaking on hydroxychloroquine as an unproven therapy for COVID-19, states in a CNN interview, "What do you have to lose? You can lose your pulse. This is not a drug to play around with. If it works, we need to understand who it works in, how best to use it, and how not to use it." This statement meaning that the side effects can be so severe that they can kill you by causing cardiac problems. What I am proposing as a solution to this would be for people to listen to actual healthcare professionals and specialists that have been intensely studying this virus and various drugs for years. Listening to individuals who are speaking based off loose facts and hopes is not going to help people in the best possible way. The way to get a real cure without hurting others is to listen to real specialists and medical professionals. From taking the drug, which has known uses for lupus patients, to having no data to suggest that it actually helps, to lastly having life-threatening side effects, this drug is causing serious harm to those who are losing it and to those who may be using it to combat COVID-19. We are in a time of a global pandemic. Not many, if anyone, would have thought we would be in this position today. It is understandable that people are going to panic, but when it comes to treatments, that is not something to take lightly. So listen to the professionals, listen to the medical personnel, and listen to the specialists. Do not jump to use a drug such as hydroxychloroquine just because someone in a position of authority is suggesting it.